Welcome to another video, made especially for those who perceive the connection of the chosen ones. If you don't consider yourself part of this group, perhaps this content doesn't resonate with your soul or spirit, and that's okay. There's no need to move on if you don't feel a connection. However, if you really are a chosen one, the following words will resonate deeply with you. You are at the end of the journey. We are once again on the stairway to heaven, where God communicates with you through signs and synchronicities. It is clear that we are at the end of the game. This message is for you to reflect on your conversations with people from different parts of the world and your daily experiences. The signs and synchronicities clearly show that we are at the end of the journey. I am George, and I am here to guide you on this journey of evolution. The energetic frequencies are intensifying, and you, the chosen ones, are in harmony with the Earth in its 5D vibration, connecting to the true reality. True transformation begins when we recognize that our energy and attention are precious resources to be used wisely. As you align with these higher frequencies, you will realize that you no longer need to spend energy trying to be understood by everyone. Instead, focus on your own evolution and strengthening your connection with the Earth and the universe. Recently, I felt a different energy walking through the park. I bumped into several people I knew, and as I greeted them, it felt like everyone was there at the same time. The vibration was unique, as if we were all together again, signaling a division of frequencies. During my walk, I heard Imagine by John Lennon, and it touched me deeply. We are in the final game of this rapture. Last night I had a conversation with someone from another continent. We discussed how people seem to change their minds or move away before our eyes in recent months. When you meet people, you can notice this too, with someone changing completely from one day to the next. You're connecting with people more strongly than ever, meeting strangers who seem like old friends, while other people may feel uncomfortable with your presence. We're in the endgame, witnessing a division of frequencies. Each person emits a frequency, and you must align yourself vibrationally. Reality is updating, and so are you. Seek this vibrational attunement. It's common to wonder if it's okay to move forward as chosen ones. The answer is yes, it is okay, because you have already separated from your previous frequency. You are now on a higher plane of existence. Those who are still on lower frequencies can do nothing to pull you back. Once you have risen, nothing can pull you down. It's important to understand the truth about ascension. Once you see it, you can never stop seeing it. Once you go through metamorphosis, you can never go back. Just as an eagle cannot go back to being a chick, and an oak tree cannot go back to being a seed. Once you have changed and ascended, you have these beautiful wings now. We are flying higher than ever. Once you're flying, you'll never crawl on the ground again. There's no need to fight against yourself during this process. Instead, give in to the process. Renounce the false self in order to become more complete, which sometimes means giving up the identities you use to define yourself. It can be difficult for your pride to accept that you are not your achievements, good deeds, or status in the world. You are part of something much bigger than all these things combined. Think of Daniel in the den of lions. Surrounded by danger, he kept his faith and was protected. In the same way, you are safe on your higher plane. Consider also Noah, who built the ark and started a new beginning, while others were left behind. Remember that Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, crossing the Red Sea and leaving behind slavery to enter the Promised Land. Once you have crossed this spiritual sea, there is no going back. You have been transformed and are now living authentically. I have brilliant chosen ones who share their experiences of spiritual elevation. Think of Joseph, who was sold by his brothers, but ended up becoming an authority figure in Egypt. They tried to pull him down, but he overcame the odds. You too have broken the frequency barrier. You've already been through it, so there's nothing to worry about. You've already left that state. It's an honor to be here to help pull you out of this negative timeline and take you to 5D Earth, to heaven. You don't have to wait to die to go to heaven, because heaven is on Earth now. Thousands of people can confirm this in the comments. Heaven is on Earth now. Remember that every moment of reflection and connection with the Earth in 5D is an opportunity to show the purity and authenticity of your true spiritual being. By living this truth, you not only heal yourself, but also become a healing force for the planet. Lower states of consciousness, such as fear, guilt, and shame, no longer have a place in your life. Many people ask how to get there, and I've been sharing this for a while. You need to find your inner power. You need to represent your authentic self. You must find the place where there is no fear. When there is no fear, your true self appears. It's like a bright light. Not everyone responds in the same way to higher frequency energies. Those who aren't quite ready for it can have some ascension symptoms and can sometimes even experience a kind of mental breakdown or even a seizure. Those who are awake but haven't prepared for the higher frequency energies may feel some bodily sensations, have some strange dreams, and suffer some physical dehydration. Those who are awake and waiting for the higher frequencies, on the other hand, have beautiful experiences in which they access new abilities, get to know themselves as their higher self for periods of time, and also have many other positive results. You may be wondering at this point how it is possible to know when the higher frequency energies are coming so that you can be prepared. At this point, it's a good idea to be prepared at all times. Don't just wait for a full moon or a solstice. Take advantage of this moment to live authentically and let your light shine brighter than ever. You are on the right path, and together we are climbing the stairway to heaven. Always stay well hydrated and rested. Be constantly anchored, tuning into your emotions, connecting with nature, and remaining open to receiving. The experience of receiving an influx of high energy can be one of the most profound and transformative of your life, but it can also be quite challenging. This depends very much on the state you are in. If there are a lot of unresolved feelings, the high-frequency energies can bring them to the surface. If you're not taking good care of your body, these energies can intensify symptoms of illness or pain. Those who are on a journey of self-knowledge and spiritual enrichment are probably experiencing some of the common pains of this process. Becoming more self-aware, maturing spiritually, and questioning previously unquestioned patterns and paradigms is not easy, and it takes its toll. However, this process also brings great rewards. The gratification of reclaiming your true self, feeling fuller, wiser, truer, and more fulfilled. God's true messages are simple, not those complex things you see out there, reading all those newspapers. Simplicity comes from God. God is revealing the truth about you. Everything is being revealed. Hit the like button if your authentic self is emerging. We are in the end game. In many ways, those who are unaware of the changes taking place may be subconsciously preparing themselves. Some people realize that something is happening, even if they don't know exactly what it is. Therefore, it doesn't matter so much what you believe, but whether your inner guidance is being heard. Intuition is always aligned with these truths. That's why it's recommended to feel and listen to these energies on a daily basis. When you wake up, the first thing you should do is assess the energies you feel and see what the universe has in store. Being prepared for anything makes it much easier to face this period of ascension, which can be tumultuous and unstable. Everyone has made their choices by free will. Not everyone is accompanying you on this journey. This can be seen in everyday life. Reflecting on today, walking through the park, it was almost like a victory lap. All the familiar people were suddenly there, and it gave the impression that everyone is here today. It was a moment of greetings, a manifestation of the energy we are living. The world of illusions, where many have lived all their lives, is coming apart. It's as if a veil is being lifted, revealing the truth behind appearances. Now, that illusion is dissipating. We're at the end of the game. Staying focused is essential. Helping to get through this transitional phase, crossing that timeline divide and arriving at the great solar flash is an honor. You carry worries that occupy your mind and heart. I'm here to remind you of your divine essence and your cosmic origin, which grants you the creative power of the universe. Feel it in your soul and share it in the comments if you feel it too. There is nothing left. Everything has already been done. We're in the season of revelation, and you're already there. In your subconscious, you are returning to the past, to a time that no longer exists. Several civilizations are preparing for something extraordinary. Awaken the flame of love and creative power in your heart, because the new world that is emerging brings universal wisdom into your day. You become capable of creating with love and light, manifesting the new era. Often, through various channels, we have brought the truth to show that the path of love integrated with the divine manifests happiness and prosperity. But it is at times of great planetary transformations that you realize the true creative power you possess. I know you can be empathetic and feel upset. Sometimes you wonder why people are hostile for no reason. But their opinion doesn't matter. What matters is your journey, your transformation. Even in the midst of external chaos, you inhabit a dimension of joy and abundance. This is not because you stood still, but because you worked hard for the light. Even though you faced many obstacles, you remained steadfast in your faith and hope for a better world. In your mind, we have brought you glimpses of a new world where fraternity and integration between all beings are the rule. You have seen how it is possible to manifest this wonderful new world in your life. You will go through the rapture. You will skip timelines. The content of your character is solid. Stay focused. Focus your attention here every day. We're at the end of the game. You are currently in a kind of cosmic bubble. While many are still immersed in the illusion, some choose not to follow the masses and serve as anchors of the new energies for the planet's quantum leap. Yes, the quantum leap is imminent. It has already begun. You feel the transformation subtly, even though you seem to be living at the height of world change in the midst of a pandemic. The truth is that the phase of true awakening and the call of the light are stronger now. Various resources are being used so that the work can be distributed satisfactorily. With recent events, many souls have been assigned to specific sectors, with specific missions. Some are in a state of spirit freed from matter, while others still inhabit a physical body. All are being sent to work over the next few years, helping to anchor the new energies that will be the basis for the birth of the new era. You have already made the change. You are on a higher plane of existence, and your brothers and sisters are waiting to receive you. Take the leap. They are waiting for you with a hero's welcome. Don't worry about anything else. We are witnessing a part of the collective, known as critical mass, ascending to a higher frequency. We've been snatched out of the old timeline. It's not some mystical spiritual thing. It's a splitting of frequencies. You are vibrating at a different frequency. Don't be afraid of the deaths you've seen. The real ones have been planned, and the souls have been directed to new jobs in the astral, to continue the implementation of the new era. Remember, there is no finish line. We have to keep going. With transformation often comes a considerable amount of upheaval, and change can be challenging, even when it's positive. You probably have other experiences in your life that demonstrate this truth. Now that you've undergone adjustments to your energy systems, you can be sure that more changes are on the way. However, you can take comfort in knowing that each time, dealing with these energies will get easier. Whenever new downloads, upgrades, and activations occur within you, it will be simpler to adapt to them. Something very encouraging that I notice is the absence of fear. Some chosen ones have been dealing with these ascension symptoms for years and understand perfectly what is happening. Even if it's not necessarily easier for those who are already used to these symptoms, everything is changing now. You can be sure that it will get easier because your body is adjusting. Your body is undergoing the necessary changes to assimilate the higher frequency energies. Therefore, I encourage you to let go of your fears, worries, and doubts about improvement on a physical level, because it will come. This will happen because you listened when you were advised to anchor yourself, rest, hydrate, and relax during the periods when ascension symptoms are most intense. Now is an excellent time to start making plans. Start creating what you want to experience, because you have gone through this phase of the cycle and emerged on the other side, renewed and shining. Remember, for example, when Moses led the Israelites through the Red Sea. They faced difficulties and challenges, but each trial prepared them for the greatness that awaited them in the Promised Land. Similarly, think of David facing Goliath. Despite the size and strength of his opponent, he prevailed because of his faith and courage. You are going through a period of transformation that is preparing you for a future full of light and love. Face these changes with faith and courage, knowing that you are aligning yourself more and more with your true divine essence. I'm very interested to know how you, as one of the chosen ones, perceive yourself in relation to source energy. I know that most people didn't grow up in an environment where they were taught that they are a part of source energy, and that the totality of source is within them. Because you didn't receive this guidance from an early age, you may have felt lonely, unworthy, or even like a sinner, believing that you were letting God down with improper thoughts, lies, and petty crimes. Now, as a chosen adult, you have the task of undoing all that programming. Some people in the spiritual community still don't believe that they are embodied beings of source energy, creating experiences to expand the source. And there are many who understand this truth intellectually, but still believe that a part of humanity is evil. If you are an aspect of source, then so is everyone else. Some have propagated the idea that a certain percentage of humanity is not really human, but androids or illusions, to facilitate separation. It's crucial to understand that source is about inclusion. Think of Jesus, who welcomed sinners and outcasts, showing that everyone is worthy of God's love. He said, "Love your neighbor as yourself," indicating that everyone is part of the same divine essence. Yes, there are differences between you and other humans, and yes, this can cause conflicts. But these conflicts also result in the expansion of the source. There is no need to dehumanize anyone, because in doing so, you are dehumanizing an aspect of yourself. Believe me, in past lives, you may have made mistakes, and these people represent an opportunity for you, as a being of source energy, to forgive. Feeling empathy and offering unconditional love are ways of manifesting source energy in human form. People's negative actions reflect their disconnection from source, providing you with the opportunity to forgive and expand your consciousness. To reconnect, sit in silence, close your eyes, and feel the source energy as the divine spark that resides within us all. We all take on different masks to experience the sensation of returning to the love from which we were born. With this understanding, you will live the best of realities without worrying about ascension. Consider the story of Zacchaeus, a dishonest tax collector who, upon meeting Jesus, transformed his behavior and found redemption. Like him, by recognizing that we are all part of the same source, you can find compassion even for those who err and offer them forgiveness and unconditional love. You can be the embodiment of source energy, welcoming and expanding your being. We are resolving old conflicts that have existed throughout the galaxy for eons. Integrating all these energies to create a more harmonious planet takes time. However, there is always something you can cling to in order to find hope and optimism. You can always raise yourself to a higher frequency, regardless of the apparent chaos in the world around you. If you look outside, you'll see evidence of polarization. But if you look inside, you'll find that it's much less chaotic and polarized. You will find more peace, harmony, and love within yourself at this time than at any other point in human history. This is why we always direct you to look within, and also why those who want you to stay in conflict will continue to lure you into paying attention to what is happening in the outside world. Many television programs are based on the idea that people like to see conflicts. But you, who are awake, know what is best for you. You know that by harmonizing with the energy of the earth, you will feel better. By aligning yourself with the energy of the animals, you will feel better. And by internalizing and feeling your own energy, identifying what you can do to raise it, you will be happier, healthier, and prosper. Others will ask you what your secret is, and then you can share it with them. In this way, you can help speed up the process of ascension. This process will not be accelerated by defeating someone outside of you, but by your own growth and inner harmony. As one of the chosen ones, it is crucial to understand that our evolutionary process is accelerating due to the new energies that are arriving on the planet. However, each of us experiences these changes in our own unique way, according to our essence and the plans we made before we were born. Ascension involves allowing our energy to flow, transforming our beliefs and past experiences, as well as the frequency at which we vibrate as we purify our being and incorporate more light. During this transition, you may experience intense symptoms, such as a feeling of sudden heat or cold and powerful energies, indicating that you are adapting to a higher vibration. Old patterns and beliefs may resurface to be purified. Feelings of restlessness, muscle pain, changes in appetite, memory lapses, and a deep need for rest are signs that your body and spirit are adjusting to the new energies. Your sensitivity to the environment may increase, making strong smells, bright lights, and certain sounds almost unbearable, but this will stabilize over time. These symptoms, such as tingling in the extremities, blurred vision, floating sensations, and changes in sleep rhythms, are normal. You may feel intense nostalgia or a desire to find your place and face feelings of irritability and melancholy as you release old energies. This process is essential for your spiritual growth. Keep the faith, trust the process, and know that you are not alone on this journey. It is essential to remember that not all physical and emotional discomforts are necessarily symptoms of ascension. Sometimes your body or mind may be asking for attention and care. When you release another layer of old patterns that no longer serve you, you get closer to your true core, the center of your being, where the part of you that is ready to unify and manifest your full essence in the world resides. It's easy to project your frustrations onto others, and you know you've done it in the past, but now you're tired of blaming others and looking for external justifications. You are committed to doing what is necessary to create and experience the earth in the fifth dimension. This plane of existence is achieved when you recognize that everything and everyone outside of you is also within you. By making peace with all the diverse energies present both inside and outside you, you will begin to notice the signs that a new day is dawning. You are part of a movement to co-create a new era, an era of enlightenment. This journey takes place through introspection and the discovery of your true self, beyond all illusions. Some people refer to these illusions as a fabricated reality, and I understand why. But it's not science fiction. It's the nature of your universe. There are no villains in your story, just you, as a being of source energy, creating your own experiences. To create this beautiful new earth of the fifth dimension, it is essential to look within. Find the light, the joy, the laughter, and the love, for these are the colors with which you will paint the portrait of the new earth. You have the power to do this now, and no one can stop you. Feel it in your soul and share in the comments if you also feel this truth. We're in the season of revelation, and you're already there. On a subconscious level, you are returning to the past, to a time that no longer exists. Changes have taken place and the timeline has been altered. We are living at the end of a cycle. You have already made the transition. You are on a higher plane of existence, and your brothers and sisters are waiting to welcome you. Take the leap. They are waiting for you with a warm welcome. Don't worry about anything else. In doing so, you will realize that you are helping to create a reality founded on love and compassion. Trust in your ability to transform and enlighten the world around you, starting with yourself. As this transformation continues, it is vital to maintain your progress and not interrupt the flow. Follow the divine signs and synchronicities. Understanding the codes of the universe is essential, as they hold the answers you are looking for. Remember, everything is temporary and constantly changing. Observe your daily life carefully and be alert to the signs. The answers are always there, all around you. We are at decisive moments. Don't look back. Move forward. I have a deep affection for all of you. If this message resonates in your heart, share it with the world. Many are going through similar experiences. Leave comments. Talk to people. They may be right next to you, or in a distant corner of the world. You are witnessing this connection now. Strangers may seem like old friends, while some people may shy away or feel uncomfortable in your presence. But that doesn't matter. What really counts is your character, who you are, and how you navigate this moment. The true essence of humanity lies not in social media, but in your actions, choices, and vibrational frequency. Revealing the truth is an honor. It's not enough to speak the truth. You must live it, and that's what we're doing as we climb the ladder to heaven. You are getting stronger. You are renewing yourself because your vibrational frequency has evolved. Stay strong.